Good afternoon and welcome back to Harvest Home Hermitage. I'm sorry I have not posted anything in a few days. I have been ill with a virus that I picked up somewhere. It was a little cold, but I'm feeling much better now. But I had to show you this. I hadn't actually planned to do a post on Cernunnos at the moment, but look what just arrived in the post. Isn't he magnificent? This is an altarpiece from Zagravata workshop. I'm sorry, I've messed that up. The artist's name is Alexander. It is carved from oak. And look at that attention to detail. Look at the detail. It has a beautiful stain and varnish, or maybe just varnish, but it is absolutely magnificent. And this is going to be the devotional centerpiece for the Cernunnos shrine that I'm planning. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? His work is found on Etsy. So if you want to take a look at his shop, it should be available. Oh my goodness, look at him. So many details I didn't even notice when I bought it. And I was in love with it then. Look at that. Look at the swallows. And the butterflies. Transformation and also the spirit. And the movement of spirit. And serpents. And lizards or salamanders. And look, no hooves. Cernunnos is a deity that has originally Gaulish or Celtic, or a little bit of both. The name only appears in an inscription once on the pillar of the boatman, but it's very clear from the etymology that it means that it's horned one or horned lord. The usual imagery that is used for Cernunnos comes from the Gundestrup cauldron. There is nothing about the Gundestrup cauldron that actually says Cernunnos, but it has been assumed that the image of the figure, the individual, the possibly other than human individual depicted overseeing a cauldron event or a cauldron ritual of renewal and rebirth is Cernunnos. He carries the torque of earthly power, and he handles the serpents of wisdom. It shows him as Lord of the Beasts, Lords of the Forest, but also in his role shown in on the cauldron as possibly a psychopomp. He's a dweller of liminal spaces. He lives at the fertile edge of the forest, where all the animals find their food. I'm sorry. I had waited until the gentleman at the back wall, at the back of on the next street over, had finished with his music for the evening, and apparently he had not. So, I apologize. Anyway, I just had to show this. My plan ultimately is to build a shrine on the property to house this gentleman, this image. I plan to build a cob oven, a bread oven, later on this spring, and you'll see videos of me doing that. That's going to be an interesting process. And I'm thinking that the shrine is going to be another cob structure, probably not much more than a grotto with a wooden roof over it to protect it from the elements, and possibly with some colored bottles or colored glass enclosed in the wall to let light filter in. And I think that will be protected enough for this beautiful, beautiful rendition of the Horned Lord. Isn't he amazing? I did send an email to Alexander and ask him if he would do an image of Habandia, but he is in the middle of working on a series of Celtic deities. So he's tied up at the moment. Who knows? Hopefully I have given a little bit of inspiration there, but for where to look next. But oh my goodness, this is such a wonderful figure. Absolutely beautiful. And I am very grateful to Alexander and his workshop. Anyway, I just wanted to share and let everyone see a major part of where we're going with this. Have a good evening, and blessed be. And I'll see you again next time.